Alright, guys, so this is hydrogen right here. With hydrogen, we are able to compose hydrogen into numbers, a total, roundups, and then obviously our second formats. So this is a double format, so second format. It's a second format, and then it's a total of 110. 110 can also be converted to volts, which is electricity. Electricity can be converted to pixels, image to our lobe. Here we have to find out which ones of these are musicals. So in the hydrogen, we have two forms of musicals, which is our letter E and then our H. The D, the G, giving us we would have to break down this one, which is a three format, our Y. This is our double format, two format, and then two format. So here we have hydrogen. Hydrogen is converted to a metric system. And then obviously we could turn the 96 other into volts by rounding it up. Or we can turn this again into more music, convert to music, giving it, turning the music, converting music into ear. Here's our ear. And that's our high, high, low. Then our ear would convert this into our brain power, brain waves, right? And then hydrogen would give us the eighth pattern, which is an AIGHT, a conversion of 49, or a roundup, which I didn't round up. I just converted it. I said I'm going to convert, since these are all small except the T, I'll convert these all into music. And then I will use the T to be able to use an additional new metric. These would be a new metric note. I'm just trying to do so I don't forget. There we go. So then I would convert these into the metrics. Or from the 8, it would give me a GFEDA notes that I would come from the 8, which is a hydrogen. The beginning of a hydrogen gives me an H, which is a new metric, which is a note, single format. This is a one format. So when you hear the letter H, if H does not exist, then you compose it into an AIGHT. Since we have an H again right here, it would be another composement of 8, which is 5, 9, 7, 20. So it'd be 29, and 12 gives me a total of 32. Total 32 minus 26, which allows me to use the alphabet. So it allows me a whole composement of music since I'm over 26 letters. So it gives me A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And this is all music from here all the way to here. And then the remaining balance of this would be six. So I can use other six numeric notes or compose words like since we have a B here, we have here, it's B. I can use the letter T, make a bet. So let's start with the letter A. Would be an A add, and I can use an additional D since I have a whole alphabet. I can do A add, um, aid, AID, since I already have a D here, so I can make a musical note aid, and I can also use composements, so I can turn this hydrogen into a conversation and just a regular and. Um, I could use AM. I could jump into a conversation and be completely hidden by other brainwaves, which people don't understand, which gives you like silent moments when you stare into space, when you jump from one conversation to another. Um, uh, so then we go into the letter, oh, I apologize, we go into the letter B. So here we have bed. We have BED, which is bed. We're able to compose bed. Bid, BID, composement I from the alphabet. We have bad. So here with the letter bad, we have a musical, BAD, musical, and a word, which the brain takes it in the three parts of frontal lobe. Three parts, lobe. So then we have mm, Bach. I don't know how you spell Bach, but it's BOC, Bach. If I'm wrong, we'll just put a question mark here. Then we jump to the letter C. C again, we begin with CAD, CAD. Every composement that we're able to make with all of these words. So from here to here, music, waves, electricity, numbers, everything. So this is just the first one with hydrogen. So just imagine how long I've been trying to get this message across to my family about me hearing voices and um, being able to compose things. And obviously, this is a one point. So we don't even use this much brain power. And hydrogen is already putting us up at a 1.008. Our brain power, I say brain power because we broke down how much thinking we actually do. Uh, Give me a second. How much do we think? Right here. So we split 100% of our brain usage by point. This is the numeric system. So this is the one that we're on. 0.0000252. So in order for us to get to a 1.0008, is I would have to be like 100 times faster developing all this information. Probably it's high. So as you can see here, we divide our brain power into our 9 parts of the brain, which we don't use. Just because we hear the letter A doesn't mean that we know how our brain is composed in an A. So then we have to take only one part of it, which is we listen, gives us an 11.1. 11.1 breaks it down to our five senses, which we don't use all five senses. It's only one sense, which is our hearing, once again, and it's a 2.2. The exact number would be at 2.222222222, all the way till we get to our AEIOUs, which gives us understanding, and that provides us a 0.444444 is what we're using. And that's one sound syllable, one hearing, one part of the brain. And then you're just like, hey, alphabetically, can I compose this? And instead of the number increasing, it actually decreases because all you're doing is identifying. So you're actually moving information. The information that you have in one frontal lobe, it's like having pictures and downloaded images and videos in the same album. When in your gallery, when you click gallery, it should split up. This is videos, that's pictures, these are downloaded images, these are emojis. It just has them on one album in your gallery. So then we're on a 26, which is the alphabet. It's a 0.017094. When you divide this again into a metric system, meaning that you don't understand anything that I'm saying right now, the metric system gives me a 0.0000252. And then this 0.0252 has to get split into 13 different ways, which is just to give my body how it works. It's the system nervioso, the muscular, the circular, the tactile, the gustos, the digestives, the olfatos, the sexual male and female parts, the aparato respiratorio, sistema óseo, the aparato urinario, vista, and oído. That's just hydrogen in our brain. So every time you hear hydrogen or somebody says hydrogen or a genius says hydrogen, they're able to jump into your brain waves, your nerve system, everything, and affected by making you think like, oh, someone died. Oh, think about your dad, your bed, how bad you've been, a cat, a cafe, a decaf, how fed up you are, a fed the police, a gaffer, a head, an aid, lead, deal, mad, med, AM, all of these things. Insane, guys, but it's getting late. My stomach just started hurting. My eyes hurt from looking at this screen. I haven't been using a phone in a while. Any kind of electricity items like cell phones, tablets, televisions. So my eyes hurt. I'm gonna give it a rest. Hopefully, you guys understood it. Have a wonderful night.